Hello.
Yeah, hi, hi, Jignesh.
Hi.
One second, I'll share my screen and we'll start. Okay, so we got started with Angular. We were looking into what is Angular, uh, what is the difference between Angular and why we are using Angular in front end, plus what are all needed for you to work with Angular and all. We did see in previous class, plus the versions of Angular. So getting started with Angular. I have to tell you that before, like Angular has undergone many changes since the version of Angular 2. From Angular 7 version, installing and creating a new Angular project has become very simple. Okay, you just only need to install. Basically, you should the base IDE for Angular is also Visual Studio. So previously and all Angular 2, they were trying to do it in a different npm node package manager itself, so that you have to build it there and you have to integrate with your backend code. So that was a bit difficult, and not everyone can follow that or do that. So here now, creating an Angular project is like very simple. You just go here and you create it here, that's all. Just add an Angular project, basically you add it here, and that's it. So you can work with that. Uh, you can create all your pages here, and that you can still have the APIs. You can connect the API from your Angular project. Okay. And I just want to check if I already do have anything. Wait. I already have one thing. Wait, then I'll just open that and see if. Mm, it's taking this much time. Okay. Mm. Okay, so actually, I'll see whether I have. Okay, I have created something here, so it's nice. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so how to create an Angular project? It's very simple. Right click, so new project, or if you want to create a new project, that's also fine. But yeah, here if you want to add the project with the .NET Core itself, so that you can do that. And what you have to do is this. You have to do the other way. Actually, Angular with ASP.NET Core. Okay, they have renamed it or what? I don't know. Okay, ASP.NET Core with Angular. This is what you have to take. Okay,
Okay.
so this will okay once you create this project, and that's what gets created like this. Okay, so you are going to see a folder structure which is exactly like this, which is going to be exactly like this, and you'll be having like the dependencies, properties. Okay, so you have a www root. Nothing you have to you need to do anywhere here, and you'll have a client app, controller, pages. So and a for program.cs. Okay, so this program.cs is also is going to be automatically created by your uh, Angular. And if you see, this will act as your map controller. So in case if you are going to create your own controllers in Angular, see, Angular means you can only do a front end also. See, the back end you don't need to have a separate Angular.NET Core, but if it is going to be a very small project, you can create controllers in the controller folder. That's why we created as an Angular with .NET Core. So you can create controllers here, and you can connect with database and all. But that's not the way that we do. Actually, we separate the front end separately. Okay, even though if you do that, then Angular will become your front end, and this controller will become your back end. But still, when you are creating a project, do it properly. How you should do is have a backend separately. Do have a backend. See, this .NET Core API is a backend, and do create an Angular project so that you connect between this Angular project and your backend. Okay, so that is the right way. If you are going to do create controllers here, and it's going to be congested, no. So that is the problem. So that's why uh, basically full stack we do not create controllers here. Okay, so but if you are doing that, this will have the automated default how to go to the controller. It is same like MVC. In MVC will have the root app where you will be seeing the default path, no? So here you will be seeing it in the program.cs. Okay,
Okay.
and so what else? And app setting.json. I think I told you when we were looking into the .NET Core. App setting.json is the config file of .NET Core. Basically, it's like the web config or app config of .NET Core. So everything will be in the JSON format. I think I told you about this during the .NET Core. So it will be in the JSON format, and you can add anything here, everything here, and call it same configuration code. Nothing, it does not differ. So whatever you use in MVC or .NET, same. Okay, in MVC or .NET, what you will do, you add add something like basically say connection string, and in an connection string to an app web config or app config, and you call it using configuration or same. I think this configuration also I shared, like how to call the configuration. Did I shared you?
Like in connectivity.
Didn't
Yeah,
I
for
share?
connectivity, I think we have done use
Yeah, I
the
think I
connection
shared.
string.
Uh, I think, but I forgot. Okay, I will share again also. No, not an issue. So okay, 1 second. Okay, so now we'll see the folder structure of Angular application. Okay, so when you create an Angular application, so we have these different folders and files. So we'll see what are the uses, uh, each use of each file and folder in this Angular application. Okay, so 1 second. We have what else? Hmm. Okay, so basically that I have. Main thing is we have to look into this client tab. Okay, controllers we already know. Okay, so again, two things here. Pages is the views. Okay, if you want to develop any separate error pages, you can create it as an um, this too. Okay, here they have given you the simple sample CSHTML, which is your view under the pages, but um, you can create a common pages under this, but not of that big useful. So the main thing that we have to see here is the 1 second, client tab. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so there should be an E2E folder which I am not seeing, but okay, that is fine. Okay, components. We have the assets. Okay, so your whole Angular depends on this one folder called client apps. Nothing you are going to touch or nothing you are going to work until and unless you are going to create your backend in your controllers itself. Other than that, rest when you add some dependency, it is going to get added here. That's all. Packages or say anything. See, same like your .NET Core. Okay, so this properties, you can add any of your static pages or pics, images and all. You can put it and add it here. Okay, uh, rest nothing you're going to touch. Like maybe app settings, you want to add any configuration and call into your pages. Yes, this client tab is going to act as your complete coding structure. Okay, everything will be here. Okay, so actually where you are going to code inside the client tab, first I'll tell you. Okay, inside client tab. Okay, if you come inside client tab, there will be a source and there will be an app, and inside the app you will be seeing a folder called component. If you don't see that, you should create it, but you will see it. Okay, so okay, so you'll see a folder called component, and only inside component you should create folders. You should create the pages. That's all. Okay. Okay, you should not create pages outside that. Okay, you should create pages only inside your component. Okay, got it?
Okay.
All your pages will come inside component first.
Okay.
Second, so we say this as the source folder. The folder contains all the main code files which we will create and work around in our Angular project. So all the files inside your source folder are the only ones we are going to work with to work on creating pages with Angular. And again, all these editor config angular.json, these are the predefined pages by Angular, and we are not going to touch them. All these things. Okay.
Okay.
So next is the app folder. Again, asset folder, you can keep images, these kind of assets of your application. We'll come to the environment later. So next, coming to the app folder. When we create an Angular project, the default app module will be automatically created. So basically, app module. What is an app module? You would have seen the same app module in .NET as in .NET MVC or normal ASP.NET. An app module is which that runs the application. Okay. Basically, we call it as um, application management in ASP.NET. No, so whole application runs under one platform, and that is called app module. We say that all your pages are under one module, and that is called app module. Okay, so in your ASP.NET or everything, you don't see that, but it's created in the app module by default. In Angular, you see it. That is this app, this app folder. That's all. Every Angular application must contain at least one module. Okay, it should contain one app module, and inside that it should contain one component, at least one. Okay,
Okay.
so inside app folder, we can see that there are a few folders, including fetch data, home, nav menu. So inside components, we define our. I said that we define our application logic and data. Okay. So as we
Okay.
can see that each component has its own in inside component. If you see, each component will have its own HTML and CSS. So that's how we are going to create our application. So pages, every page will contain a combination of three pages. One will be TypeScript, HTML, and CSS. Okay.
Okay.
CSS is HTML and TypeScript is mandatory. CSS depends upon your own. You can use CSS or you can ignore CSS. Depends upon. Okay,
Okay.
but this is the basic structure to application in Angular. So when we create a component in Angular, a CSS file also can be created in which you can define the style for the component. It's an optional choice, as we can see it. We can nowadays styles can be defined even in HTML. So again, it's an optional choice. So next, what else we have going to see? We saw that we have an fetch data. Okay, you can use this to fetch data. Basically, you can use this to get data from your database. You can use this page. Okay, here what is fetch? Let me tell you, when you ran the .NET Core API, okay, previously we were learning .NET Core API. If you
Hmm.
see, .NET Core API gave us an default controller. What was that controller? Weather forecast controller. Okay, so weather forecast was getting some data, no, right?
Yes.
This controller was getting some data. It had a two or three methods, and it was getting the data. No? Same way, your front end also will have a default controller, and that you see, we'll say this controller, and this controller has see, and this controller is getting data from some place. Okay, and that they have written it in here. Okay, this page, it's displaying that forecast controller data. That is fetch data. Okay, they have simply created it. Okay, you can maybe remove this and reuse for your own usage. Okay, it's only simply fetch data is simply you can add pages to get data, but do not use this. We'll see fetch data is like a place from where you will go and get the data. It's like the interface. Okay, fetch data is the interface that you are going that you create in your backend. Okay,
Okay.
you let's say this is your controller. From your controller you will connect to the interface, and from interface you will connect to the repository. No, so let's say your component is your controller. Fetch data will act as an interface. Okay,
Okay.
that's fetch data. So others we will see one by one. Navigation menu is where you are going to write all your if you are going to have any menu. Okay, if you're going to have any menu, you can write the menu in this nav menu. You'll write the HTML here. Okay, so this will give you the default nav menu, but you can write the HTML here, so that your navigation menu is created. And after writing the HTML, like your menu, you can link to those pages. Very simple. Okay, how to link to those pages? It's again very simple. Let's say you have this student underscore school in this one, no component, no. So you can directly call student dash school. How you should call here in router link, I'll tell you. So how you should call is student dash school. I'll show you. It's taking time. So you're going to call the component directly, like it's not like it's same like the root. How do you call a page in ASP.NET? It's going to be the same. So here we call it as router link. So inside the link, we are going to give the folder component name, so that your page will be called automatically. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll just come back. This is loading. I just wanted to show you how it is. Let it load. Until then, we'll see. Okay, so your nav menu is going to contain all your menu. So if you are going to have any menu in your application, one will have menu. Okay, it got opened. I'll just open my application. Okay, I'll show you this one. Let it load first. Okay, my Angular I need to upgrade. What is this? Okay, we'll see into that later. Yeah. Okay. So your any menu that you are going to have, you should add it into nav menu. And let's come to what is app component.html. So we have set of these things. So these are very important folders in your Angular. Okay. So app component, app HTML, app component.ts, app module, and app server. Okay. So app server 2, we are not going to use anything in app server, but all these three are very important. App component.html is this file contains the HTML code. It is a template file used to bind data for Angular. Okay. I'll tell you where and when you're going to use it. The app.component.ts file. Okay, this is the TypeScript file to provide logic to our component, and module is going to contain the dependencies of our component. Okay. Okay, so before that we need to see something else. Okay. Okay, now it will be very. Okay, now I'm going to give you how actually an Angular you should create. Okay, let's say first you are going to create a component. Okay, you are going to inside the component. Now it's very vague, no? So I am telling that what are all these things and how you should create and all. It's very vague. So I will tell you. Basically, when you get into Angular, you want to create a page. How to do that? Okay, that's the basic question, and anyone will have. So how to do that? So we'll see that. Okay, structure of doing that. First, you are creating a component, right? Inside component, you're putting as a folder, and you're creating this page. And this page is going to, if I create anything in this ts, and this page is going to create, this is going to be a page. Okay, I'm going to put some html. So I'm going to create, I have added an ts, so that this page is going to come up based on I already showed you, it will have a url and all. Okay, that is fine. But okay, but how to make it work? Okay, what if you just create this, it won't work. Okay, you have to do few things. First, create an component. Okay, you should create a component where you should have few things in your ts. I already told you. So when you create a component, you should declare that component. Okay, it should be at component, and inside which you should declare three things. One is selector. Selector means a selector is going to be the url for your page. Okay, this is the url. Okay, this is the this is what you are going to see in your query string. Basically, when you click on this particular page in nav menu, it is going to come to this, no? So you are going to define, you are going to call this using add dash change request. Let me show you in the nav menu. Okay, we have changed this. Okay, I will show you. We have changed it. So where have we put? Where did we put it? Yeah, we have the nav menu here. So if you go to change request, let me go to HTML, and you see, we based that selector is what we are going to give. So we are going to give that. See, I under components I have multiple pages, no? So these are all my different modules. Basically, I have created based on modules. You can create a. It doesn't mean that you should create each folder inside that you should create many pages. It's not that mandatory. You can create pages directly and say inside components. But basically, what I have done is to make it look neat. I have created multiple folders, and inside so every module I have put a folder, and inside each folder all the pages of that particular module I have put inside that folder. Okay, so it's neat, no? So I can easily segregate, go to whichever page I want. So I will go, let's say, so this change request, let's say it is like my that particular folder slash and that selector name that I have given. Okay, that particular folder and the selector name that I have given. See this add change request, folder name slash, this is the html path I will be giving. Got it?
Okay.
So first you need to create a component. Okay, that is what we have done. Okay, you can create a folders, and it basically depends upon you. So create a component. Okay, after that you have to register that component in your module. Okay, we call it as app module, no? So here you have to register it. 1 second. I'll take the charger. Okay. So first, so when you uh, I'll tell you how the way that I do the code. Okay, this is the best way, and I would advise you to do that. Okay, so okay, so I'll tell you the normal way and the this way also. What's the difference? So I have created multiple modules inside component. See, inside this component I have created multiple modules. It doesn't mean that you should create multiple modules. You can directly create the pages too. I told you, no, you don't need to put these many folders. Instead of that, you can directly create the pages here. Okay, that you can do. Like basically, see, inside change request, you see these many folders. No, these folders can be directly under the components. Okay, so but I have created based on modules. So I created, like, I have an authorization module. I have changed these. Based on that, I have created multiple modules. Okay, so after creating, let's say I created these many folders, and inside these folders I have created many pages. I am going to register these modules first. That you have to do in app module.ts. Okay, you come here, register the modules. Okay, so basically, I for them I am providing a path. Okay, so in app module.ts, if you come here, app.module.ts, you'll have these and all you'll be having by default. So after this, see, after the fetch data, so this one, no, I have this one. Okay, so I have these things. So after this I should put an comma. After this I should create the my for every module I should create it here. For every module, why, what happened? Okay, let it get resolved on its own. Okay, for every module I'm going to create it like this way. So I am going to provide a path for it. Okay, so can activate auth code. If you give, it will provide an authorization. Basically it's default by Angular. And load children, you have to give its exact module. Okay, again, okay, I need to draw this actually. When you create a component, for that component you should create a module. Okay, for that component you should create a service. Okay, got it? A component, when you create a component for that, like, how do I say that? Okay, uh, when you create a component, see, my auth itself and component, my change request is an component, my chart is an component. Okay, I am not speaking about each and every pages inside this particular module. I am calling this module itself as my component. Okay, okay, my chart is a component. When I create chart, for this chart I should create a module. Okay, so what I have done is I have created a modules folder itself, and each folder will have this kind of, I have, for each module I have created a folder. I'll basically a module, and it will have only a ts folder, where I'll be the same app.module.ts I have replicated here, but for each and every page of that module. You understood that? I
Okay.
have created the app.module here. I have created modules folder, and inside modules folder I have created ts, which is same like app.module.ts. Okay, but this is for each and every folder inside the change request. Okay, and this change request I am going to register in the app.module. Okay, where here I will call that local module that I created. So this is the path of the local module that I have created. Okay, so basically how it is, no, I'll come from the higher level, then you will understand. When you load the Angular application, okay, when you are hitting on a particular page, okay, that page, okay, let's say that page is the component. Okay, that page is under some module. Let's say that is an change request module. So you are clicking on the change page under change request. So this change request, that page should be registered in that change request module first of all. Okay, that page should be under the local chain model, let's say local module. So that page of change request should be registered in the change request module, and this change request should be registered in the app.module. Now you understand? Service we'll see later. Let's not confuse. Okay. So this is the path. So when you're, let's say, when you click on the page, okay, Angular go and sees which module that is. Okay, it finds that is an change request module. So it comes to app module and check if change request is existing. When it comes to the app module, okay, it sees, oh, change request is already there, and it sees, oh, change request is in this module. Let's go to this module. It goes there. Okay, so it comes to change request module. This is the change request module. It comes here and see if that particular page is here, and it again sees, oh, okay, the page is here. Let's go to that particular page, and if you click on the C, it's binded, no, component, and it comes to this page, and this page displays. You understand? This is how it comes back. So the starting, your whole application starts with app.module.ts, where you have to register the module, and this under it goes to that module where it will go and see that particular page, and that page it goes to that component. Okay, you understand the flow?
Okay.
Okay, so I do want to take a pause here because it might be very confusing. So I want you to basically, I do not want you to code anything, but I want you to basically do this. Okay, I will send 1 second. I did not add this over. Okay, I want you to just create the Angular project, go inside the app component, create, let's create two modules. Okay, two sub modules, create this. Okay, Angular alone, instead of me showing that, I want you to do, and I want to see it. Okay, let's do that way. Okay, so create two modules under component, and inside each module create 2 to 3 folders with the components. Okay, sub components. Okay, so you understand, no? Inside component I want to you to create modules. Okay, do not create components directly. Inside component create modules. Let's say student module, teacher module. Inside student module create multiple sub components. Okay, that means inside student uh, module you should create multiple pages. Okay, multiple folders. Each folder should have all the 3 combination of components. Okay, I want you to do that. Create a modules folder here. Okay, this is what only if you do that you will understand this. First, create the components with modules. Okay, second, create a module folder. Okay, you can just the same way I have done the modules. Okay, you can just create a modules folder. Naming doesn't matter because we are going to bind it. So anyways, just create a modules folder. Okay, create it. Inside modules folder, create a folder for your particular module. Just create a TS file and copy the app.module.ts to this page. Okay, you have the app.module.ts, no? Copy it, and this one you will not have it, so I will give you the example. Okay. It should be like okay, no, it should be like this. Here you should do this router.model.child for child. I don't know whether here you have it. No. Okay, you should do this. Okay, just I am giving you the sample code for this. Okay, and inside the square brackets you should add all the inside the square brackets you should put curly braces and add this. Okay, I'll give you one sample code so that you should use it for all the. Use the can activate as it is existing. This data you don't need, that is the authorization we have locally given. Component, you should give the component name. I will tell you how to get the component name. Okay, first before that what you should do is what is a component name. Okay, I told you what is a component name, no? In your TS page you will put in component, no? After that you should, your whole TS page is under one single class. It's like same like that you create in C sharp. Your whole C sharp will be under one single class, no? Same way your whole component will be under single class, and that class name is your component name. That's all. This is the component name. It should be export class. You don't need to put implements these things and all now. We'll see them later. But simply export class, give a name, open and close curly braces. That's all. Do that alone, and take this name and put it in your component. Okay. Got it until this?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Okay. So what you are doing here? One second. While I'm just seeing. Okay, we'll go to very small module. This is very big. That's the module. Go to which is the smallest one. Okay, that's fine. Just have this way. Okay. And you should also, okay, ng model imports. Okay. First of all, um, that's one difference, and I haven't showed you that. That's the difference between your sub component module, okay, and your main module. So if in your sub component module, if in your app.module.ts, so you'll see this constant roots, these things and all. No, these things are not at all needed in your app local module. So if in your local module, you just directly go to your ng module that's seen here. Okay, so inside your ng module, after in your imports, if you see this, in your imports, after these are all what I have added, like whatever you see in your imports. See, router model dot for root, remove this for root and put for child. That's all. Router model or for child, because that's a child, no, child of your main module. And inside child, just add whatever I give. And after that, all the components, whatever components you add, you should add it into the declaration. Declaration. Okay. You should declare it. So whatever components that you are using, you should declare that components in Angular. So that is the thing. Okay. I do not want to confuse more than that. I will mention this because only if you do this, you will understand. How much ever I do, you will not understand. Okay. fourth one, use only the ng module part for local module. Okay. Okay, the last part is register this local module in app.module.ts. Okay, this is the main part. If you are like, if you find this very understanding and easy for you, then actually this is Angular. The service I wrote, no, how you should create a service. Service is nothing but that's the interface basically. Service is something basically used to connect to your backend. That's all simple. If you do this, and if you know how to register a page, you know Angular. That's all. And then we have to see what are the components that are existing inside Angular. That's all. Okay, you got it.
Okay. Okay.
So just try this. Basically, what you're doing, you're creating many modules, and for each modules, inside each module you have multiple pages, and each module you are going to create a modules folder where you are going to register that components, all the components. So basically you are going to do that only inside the ng module, instead of router module dot for root, because in app module that is the root, but your sub module, no, that's the child, no. Okay, you are going to answer for child, you are going to give all your component names. You are going to register this module inside that, every each and every module inside your app.module.ts. Okay, so basically what you're doing is, when someone calls a page, it goes and check that particular module in app.module.ts, and it basically, that's how it goes. See, let's say someone comes and click on a page. Okay, and Angular identifies the module name. Let's say it identifies it as managed. It first comes to app module only. First, it will reach app module, comes here, and it finds the module.tools. So what it does, it goes to the module.tools, that particular sub module goes here. It goes and search for the page here. See, it's for child page. And let's say it's search tool means it goes and goes to the particular component. Okay,
Okay.
that's all. This component is what you are going to see. Got it?
Okay.
So that is the root of how an Angular works. I want you to do this. I'm sending this actually for your reference. Try this. Anything, just put a WhatsApp message. Okay. I want you to create this. Try this. Create multiple modules. Create my inside modules folder. Create for each modules that you create a module folder. Okay, you should have a TS file. How to create a TS file? It's very simple. It will be directly. I'll show you that. So let's go here. Right click, add new item. Okay, and you will see this here. Just scroll down. I'll show you. The style sheet is the .css file. HTML page is the .html page, and this TypeScript file is the .ts. That's all. Simple, straightforward. Okay.
Okay.
Um, do try this and let me know. Okay, tomorrow I'll see your code, and we'll just in your code itself will work. I'll make you work. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so TypeScript, if I do, you will not understand, because it's like you should know the how it works. Like basically, let's say in MVC, if you go and click on a page, it goes and finds the controller. No, it goes to that particular controller. Basically the app.root basically sends to that particular controller an action method, right? Same way here. Your app.module is what the app.root in MVC. So app.module um, um, like navigates you to that particular page. Okay,
Okay.
got it. So if you understand this, then it's a very simple task that you should only should know all the functions of Angular. That's all. Okay, try this and let me know. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So then we'll see tomorrow. Anything? Any question, Jignesh?
No.
Okay. So if you have anything, let me know. Send me a text or message. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, bye.